Yes, some more applications of the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. We will take first problem. Find the HCF and LCM of 90 and 144 by the prime factorization method. By the prime factorization method. Now solution for this. Now we have to find the prime factorization of 90 and 44. So 90 equal to 2 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 5, and 144, this is equal to 2 की power 4 multiplied by 3 की power 2. Now we have to find the HCF and LCM. HCF will be here 2 की power 1, here 2 की power 4. So we will take 2 की power 1 because we have to take the highest common factor of 90 and 144 multiplied by, here it is 3 की power 2 and also here is 3 की power 2. So 3 की power 2. Now in 90 there is 5 की power 1, but in 144 there is 5 की power 0. So we will take nothing for 5. So the HCF of this number 90 and 144 is 2 multiplied by 3 की power 2, means 2 into 9, this is equal to 18. Now we will find the LCM, lowest common factor. Now here the lowest common factor will be 2 की power 4 multiplied by 3 की power 2 multiplied by 5. So this will be equal to 720. So the HCF of these two numbers is 720. Next problem. There is a circular path. There is a circular path around a sports field. Priya takes 18 minutes to drive one round of field, while Ravi's takes 12 minutes for the same. Suppose they both start at the same point and go in the same direction after how many minutes will they meet again at the starting point. Now solution for this. Now required number of minutes is the LCM of 18 and 12. So we can say 18 is equal to 2 multiplied by 3 का square and 12 equal to 2 square into 3. So LCM will be equal to 2 square multiplied by 3 square, which is equal to 4 into 9 equal to 36 minutes. Hence Ravi's and Priya will meet again will meet again at the starting point after 36 minutes. It means they will meet after 36 minutes. Now next topic, proving irrationality of numbers. Proving irrationality of numbers. Irrationality of numbers. Now first we have to prove that root 2 is an irrational number. So first problem, prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Now solution for this, let assume on contrary that root 2 is a rational number. Root 2 is a rational number. Then there is a positive integer. Then there is a positive integer a and b such that root 2 is equal to a upon b, where a and b are co-prime. Co-prime means the SCF is 1. SCF equal to 1. Now squaring both sides, so this will become root 2 whole square is equal to a upon b whole square. So equal to 2 equal to a square upon b square. Therefore a square equal to 2b square. A square equal to 2b square. It means 2 divides a square. 2 divides a square. If 2 divides a square, then 2 also divides a. Also divides a. If 2 divides a, then we can say that a is equal to 2c, because 2 divides a and c is a quotient. So a equal to 2c. Now this is a square equal to 2b square. This will be first equation. Now again squaring both sides, we will get a square equal to 4c square. This is second equation. A square equal to 4c square. So from first and second, we can say that 2b square equal to 4c square, or we can say b square equal to 2c square. Now b square equal to 2c square means 2 divides b square. 2 divides b square. Now we already said that if any number, square of any number is divisible by 2, then 2 also divides that number. It means we will say is that 2 also divides b. Now earlier we have proved that 2 divides a. Here we have proved that 2 also divides b. It means 2 is a common factor of a and b. 2 is a common factor of a and b both. If 2 is a common factor of a and b, it means a and b are not co-prime. It means a and b are not co-prime. If they are not co-prime, so our assumption is wrong, that a and b are rational numbers. So our assumption is wrong, that root 2 is a rational number. Now if root 2 is not a rational number, then therefore root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. So this is the proof of root 2 is an irrational number. In similar way, we can prove that root 3 is an irrational number, root 5 is an irrational number. Let's take root 5 is an irrational number. We have to prove that root 5 is an irrational number. Prove that root 5 is an irrational number. Irrational number. Now again assume on contrary that root 5 is a rational number. If root 5 is a rational number, so it can be represented in the form of a upon b, where a and b are coprimes. So we can say a equal to root 5b. A equal to root 5b. Now squaring both sides, a square equal to 5b square. Now let this be first equation. It means 5 divides a square. 5 divides a square. If 5 divides a square, because 5 is a prime number, if any prime number divides a square, then it will also divides a. So 5 also divides a. Now 5 also divides a, so we can say that a equal to 5 times of c. C is any quotient. Now again squaring both sides, a square equal to 25c square. Let be this be second equation. So from first and second, we can say that 5b square equal to 25c square, or b square equal to 5c square. So 5 divides b square. 5 divides b square. Now if 5 divides b square, then 5 also divides b. Also divides b. Now 5 is a common factor of a and b both, because 5 divides a and 5 also divides b. Therefore 5 is a common factor of a and b both. Now 5 is a common factor of a and b both, so our assumption is wrong. That a and b are coprime, or root 5 is a rational number. Therefore root 5 is an irrational number. Root 5 is an irrational number. Next problem. Prove that root 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational. Now solution. Again let assume on contrary. That 3 plus 2 root 5 is a rational number. Then there exist coprime a and b such that 3 plus 2 root 5 is equal to a upon b. So 2 root 5 is equal to a upon b minus 3, or 2 root 5 this equal to a minus 3b upon b. Therefore root 5 is equal to a minus 3b upon 2b. Now a and b are integers. A and b are integers. Therefore a minus 3b upon b, 2b, is a rational number. It implies that root 5 is rational. This contradicts the fact. This contradicts the fact that root 5 is irrational. So our assumption is wrong, or we can say incorrect. Hence 3 plus 2 root 5 is an irrational number. Next topic, determining the nature of the decimal expansion of rational numbers. Now there is one theorem. Let x is a rational number. X is a rational number whose decimal expansion terminates. Then x can be expressed in the form P upon Q, where P and Q are coprimes, and the prime factorization of Q is of the form 2 की power n multiplied by 5 की power n, where m, n are non-negative integers. So this is the theorem on terminating decimal expansion of a rational number. For example, if we want to find out whether a rational number contains the decimal expansion, terminates decimal expansion. For example, without actually performing the long division method, state whether 15 upon 1600 will have terminating or non-terminating decimal. Expansion. So solution for this: 15 upon 1600. Now first we will find the simplest form of 15 upon 600. So this will be equal to 3 upon 320. Now the decimal expansion of the prime factorization of 320 is 2 की power 4 into 5. This means that prime factorization of denominator of 15 upon 600 is of the form 2 की power m into 5 की power n. Hence it is a terminating decimal expansion.